Hello lovelies, and thanks for popping by. So today I'm going to be working on a makeup look from my Tarte Takeover from my BoxyCharm Premium Box in October. Still a mouthful, not going to get used to saying that. So anyways, I actually didn't know that BoxyCharm does a full exclusive takeover from a whole brand. This was a first for me, and I was so excited and surprised to find out that not only was I getting one entire box worth of one brand, but the brand was Tarte. Like, oh my gosh, just please BoxyCharm do this again and send me all of the Tarte products specifically. I say that because I love Tarte, and I actually have a few things in my kit already from them, including their eyelashes. They're like my go-to eyelashes because they're affordable, vegan, and really great application, and they seem to last forever. I've spent $40 on lashes, and my Tarte lashes have more uses before they fall apart than any of these more expensive lashes that I've tried before. So if you're looking for some lashes to try, I would strongly suggest go check those ones out. Now for today, because I already have some Tarte products in my own collection, I am also going to be pairing in my foundation and concealer from Tarte as well, so that I can give a full makeup look and product review, not just out of the products based out of the box. I will make sure that I'm explaining as I go along what's what, just so that you know what BoxyCharm has sent me and what is part of my own kit already. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump in and prep my face. It is very jelly looking, not like the typical moisturizers I've used before. So this is gonna be very different for me. I have no idea how much to use because I don't know if this is a different application than most moisturizers or if it's just gonna be like the same. It smells really good. Ooh, it's kind of cold. Well, that feels like it went on really nice. And I didn't put too much on, which is good. Let's just see if it absorbs a little bit better, because right now it is a little bit tacky, which might help and act like a primer. I don't have a primer from them, so I'm gonna do this look today without a primer. But maybe the tackiness of this moisturizer will be my primer. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Now I'm gonna jump in with one of my personal favorite products. I do have a few go-to foundations, but the Foundsealer is great for a really quick look. As it says in the name, it's a foundation and a concealer. So I may or may not go in with the concealer as well on top. We'll see how I'm feeling with the look. But this is a wonderful medium to full coverage foundation, depending on your application style. I'll usually start by putting a couple dots right on the top. And I say a couple because I like to just start with a couple dots, and if I need to add more there on out, then I'll go back in with more. So usually I'll go right under my eyes first because of the fact that it does have that concealer aspect to it as well. I'll also place a little bit on my chin and on my forehead, and then blend it all out and see how it looks. So after blending it out, I do feel like I still want to go under my eyes a little bit more, as I'm not gonna lie, it's really early in the morning right now, and I'd like to cover up those bags under my eyes just a little bit more. As for the rest of the face though, I'm really happy with how the application went, and I'm probably not gonna add any more foundation. Okay, so as I said, I am gonna go in with my concealer. Today I'm gonna be using the Shape Tape concealer from Tarte. This just launched in Canada over the last couple of years, but it's been a fan favorite in the US for many years to my knowledge. And I was so excited to see it launch in Canada because I've heard many good things about it. And then I finally got to try it myself. So it does have a little bit of a bigger brush to it. So I'm not gonna put too much on. I'm just gonna put a couple little dots under my eyes, and then I'm gonna blend it out with my concealer brush. And with this, I like to just blend it right up under my eyes and then pat it into place, just up to my temple. Remember to use patting motions, not swiping motions, because if you use swiping motions, it's just gonna push that concealer all over the place. Whereas if you tap it, it'll actually like tap it into the skin and hold it into place so you're not getting streaks. If you do notice a bit of a line here, then I'll just tap on the line and it like immediately vanishes. And I'll usually take any leftover and I'll just pat it around my nose to remove any shadowing, and sometimes a little bit under my lip. Now I am gonna go in with one product that's not from Tarte because I personally do not like the feeling of a face without powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and powder my face really quickly just to set my foundation and make it not feel as tacky. I'm gonna be using my Milk makeup for this one. I'm not a huge fan of the container and how to get the powder out. I always find that when you press down on this mesh, it doesn't get enough. So I always have to tap it out into the lid, and then it just seems to like poof and get everywhere. So if you have a good recommendation for me, please drop it in the comments and let me know, because I am so willing to try anything and everything to find a good powder. Because right now I've just been trying things and I'm not sure what my favorite is yet. Keep looking at my recording and I'm not too sure if I like how my ring light is blowing me out right now. We'll see what I can do with editing, but I might need a new ring light or like a better setup. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Maybe by the next video I will have something different going on here, because I'm like a hit and a miss as to how I feel about it right now. You know, I totally forgot to go in with this Awake Sunshine Stick by Tarte, and I don't know if I can put it on over top of a powder. We're gonna see, because I still want to give it a try and give my feedback. So I hope that this works, because I don't think you're supposed to be using liquid on top of powder. I have tried this already though, so I'll give a little bit of a feedback on it. It is their Sunshine Stick, and it is in a gorgeous, feels like a very heavy duty package. Now it doesn't have a lot of shimmer to it. I thought it was a highlighter stick, but it actually is a little bit more minty and gives like a little bit of sheen, as well as it says you can use it under your eyes, so it makes your under eyes feel a bit more awake. So maybe I should have went in with this before my concealer, because I bet that would have made a huge difference, and maybe I wouldn't have even had to use concealer. But for the sake of using it in this tutorial, I'm gonna just put it on my cheeks and see if it works on top of the powder without making a flaky disaster. So I don't know if you can see that there's a little bit of a shine going to my cheeks now. They do feel cooled down. Because of the cooling element, I'm actually gonna put this into my temples as well and see if the mint and the cooling feels refreshing on my temples. Oh yeah, it totally does. Okay, that's cool. I think that this should just be in my purse, so if I'm out and about, even with no makeup on, I can just like, oh, I feel tired, screw coffee, we're gonna put this under my eyes and on my temples instead, and just wake me up and add a bit of sunshine. So next I'm gonna go in with the Amazonian Clay Sunrise palette. From what I have seen, I'm pretty sure that this is an exclusive palette to the BoxyCharm Takeover. So I don't think that you'll be able to find this one in stores. Therefore, I hope if this is something you want to try, that you also got it in your BoxyCharm box, because it would suck for me to do a tutorial on a palette that you don't actually get to use. However, I'm pretty sure the application will still be very similar to their other eyeshadow palettes, as their Amazonian Clay line is one of their most popular lines. They have a powdered foundation, blushes, eyeshadows, and more. Now this one is a lot more natural and nude tones, which is nice because sometimes not everybody likes to have bright, vibrant colors. So I'm gonna be showcasing a go-to natural look today with just a little bit of shine and shimmer, because they did include a few metallics in this collection. Now I'm gonna start by going into the lighter color here called Adore. I'm just gonna start with this lighter color over my lids just to prep and give a nice matte base. So next I think I want to go in with this middle neutral color. Now with this one I just want to create a little bit of shape, so I'm going to go right on that outside edge of my eye and tap it in and kind of bring it in just to the center point of my eye. Maybe I should have used an eye primer. I don't know if this palette's gonna work without a primer. Let's go for a darker color and see what happens. I'm gonna go in with the same brush and I'm gonna apply this and see if it adds a little bit more oomph to the look. So with this one, I didn't want to like get that darkness everywhere, so I just put it right on the corner edge of my eye, and now I'm gonna blend it up and in on my crease line like I did with the last one. And I always like to take just a little bit on the tip of my brush and go in underneath my eye as well. Okay, so I do want to go a little bit darker on the corners of my eyes without overpowering it though. So I am going to use, yes, that same brush again, and I'm going to go in and use the darkest color now, Charming. Almost acting as if it was an eyeliner, I'm going to just try and create a miniature triangle right at the edge of my eye. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can see the difference, but that's what the difference looks like. Okay, I think I like this so far. Now, normally I would use a glitter shadow on my finger, but I don't feel like using my fingers today, so I'm gonna try this brush. I think I got this brush in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. It's just a nice little small brush, and I'm gonna use this with this beautiful vivid color. Maybe I lied. Okay, forget it. I'm going in with my fingers because the brush just doesn't want to work. Oh yes, much better. Next, I'm going to go in with the Brilliant, as it's a little bit of a lighter shimmer, not as shimmery. And I'm just going to finish this off by going in the corners of my eyes. So next I'm going to go in with their Double Take Awake liner. I've used the Double Take before, but this one actually has a highlighter on the opposite end of the liquid liner. So I'm going to go into my lower lash and my corners with this to kind of brighten up my eyes a little bit. It seems like this collection that they sent me is all about brightening and adding some shine and sunshine to your life. Okay, so far now I've only used the brightening end of this new liner and I am already in love. So the liquid liner side of this, it is actually a nice fine tip, which is going to be great for precision, getting right on my lash line. Make sure I don't lose the lid. I'm going to start by going in horizontally and just tapping and placing the liner right along my lash line, just into a little bit more than halfway from my lid, on my lid. And I don't want to go too far out, so I'm actually going to use that tapping motion again on the outside edge, just on an angle, kind of going towards the outside of my eyebrow. Next up is one of my favorites. It's the Lights Camera Lashes. This actually used to be my go-to mascara, along with their liquid liner, the Sex Kitten. I do think that the Sex Kitten and the Double Take have the same fine tip, which is amazing for doing pin-uppy cat eyes like I love. However, I think I prefer the Double Take now because this highlighter end is like so worth that extra little oomph to your eyes. So I always say a look never looks complete until you have a good mascara. So the shorter bristle I like to start by putting up right against the base of my lash. And then I will twist it into the longer bristles and have the longer bristles pull that lash out. You can also blink into your mascara wands. It does take some practice, but when you blink, it just helps to set those lashes into the wand and pull them through versus just coating the inner edge. It'll actually then coat the entire lash. So reusing this after a couple years of not, I actually don't know how I feel about the lid, as this edging makes it a little bit hard for me to twist it as I go. So we're just gonna roll with it. I do love the application and the product itself. However, I feel like I might need to like soften up the edge somehow to make it easier for an application. Well, so far I think I really like this look. Even though I don't have any cheeks on, it seems to be like a really soft day look, which is awesome because it's the start of my day. And I don't know, maybe now I have to go do some Christmas shopping and check out what sales are going on at the mall today and show off my new look. To finish it off though, I am gonna jump in now with the Maracuja Oil Juicy Lip. This one I did also get in the BoxyCharm box. The first time I used this, I was like, oh my god, I think I pumped it too far, because it actually like is not like lipstick. It is juicy and it just wants to like go everywhere. So it does have this little pump on the base. I'm only gonna give it one pump, or one click, I guess, as I don't want to end up smushing this all over my face. This also smells amazing. I swear there's coconut oil in it because I feel like I smell the coconut right now. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's something else. I don't know. Here, let's find out. Okay, I definitely need my glasses to read this. I don't see coconut oil, but I do see grapeseed oil, lemon fruit extract, watermelon oil, strawberry fruit, blueberry fruit. There's a lot of fruit extracts in this. I wonder if this is not only hydrating for my lips, but also nourishing with vitamins as well. That would be awesome, because then it's not just hydrating my lips, but it's also healing my lips. If any of you guys know more about that, please drop me a comment, let me know, let everybody else in the community know, because I'm sure we all want to know. Well, that's it. I'm gonna finish off my look with the Maracuja Miracle Mist setting spray from Tarte as well. So we're just gonna there. Now I am all set, my makeup's set, my look is set. I am ready to attack the day. I hope you like this tutorial. As for the feedback, I do love all of these products. However, I'm a little indifferent about the eyeshadows right now. I think it looks beautiful. However, I feel with a primer, it would just sit on the face a little bit nicer and have a bit of an easier application. So I think I'm gonna do another tutorial again down the road. Maybe I'll do a natural smoky eye, and I will focus just on the eyes, not the full face, and actually put a primer down so we can see what this palette looks like when used properly. I hate to say that there's a proper way to put your eyeshadows on, but I do feel that there is. If you're not using primers on your face and your eyes, your makeup just isn't gonna stick and look as good as it can. So I'm not gonna diss on it. I do love what I've got going on today. However, moving forward, I am gonna use a primer for probably both my face and my eyes. Aside from that though, so happy that Tarte paired up with BoxyCharm and that I got to do this look today. I can't wait to do more. So if you want to see more videos like this or my unboxings, don't forget to hit that subscribe button or head on over to my homepage and see what else I got going on here. Right now it's only a couple because this is my only second video getting posted, but any love and support is much appreciated. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and have yourself a wonderful day.